Let's start with a review of how CompuTrace works. Throughout your organization, you'll install our agent on your various computing assets, be they mobile assets, desktop assets, remote assets. Each day, these assets will call into our monitoring center in what we call an agent call. When they check in, they will download information about their location, the software installed, and various hardware attributes. You, as a system administrator, can view this data over the internet via our portal called Customer Center. In a few minutes, we'll walk you through Customer Center. This is the Customer Center homepage, your launchpad for the various functions within Customer Center. From here you can navigate to the Reports menu to view activity for your CompuTrace equipped assets, the Administration area to administer your CompuTrace account. You can report a theft, launch a data delete, access any custom work that's been performed by a professional services team, or view any of our online documentation. Let's navigate to the Reports menu. On the Reports menu, you can view reports on your hardware assets, software installed on your hardware assets, security reports, call history information, lease information, and data about your account. Let's take a look at the asset report. The asset report lists all the devices within your account that are calling in to our server. Each asset is assigned an ESN, an electronic serial number, which is a unique identifier for each asset. I'm just going to sort the columns here on last call, and we'll drill down to a particular machine and take a look at some of its attributes. You can see that on this summary we have make and model information, username information, and so on. I'm going to sort one last time to call up a machine that's called into us quite recently. So this particular computer, or ESN, called into us yesterday. I'm going to click onto its ESN and drill down. We can view the computer name for this asset, the domain and networking information. We can see that it's a Dell, the make and model of Dell. And if I expand the hardware details section, I can see its IP address, its networking information, its video display resolution. I can see how much memory the device has and where it called in from. From this point, I can then launch other reports that drill down further on this data. By using this data and collecting history of this data, you can start to track trends within your assets. You can begin to see IP addresses that might be changing, computer names that might be changing, or installed software that might be changing. Let's take a look at some of those extra reports. As we've seen with the asset report, each time a computer calls in, it provides us with data points about that asset. We can use those data points to determine if anything has changed. This may or may not be an indication that something suspicious is going on with your assets. Let's drill down to the hardware configuration change report and look at an example. I'm just going to pick a date in the past so I see a wide selection of data, and as it queries our database, it's telling us that these two machines have had some kind of configuration change in their history. If I expand this ESN, we can see that its MAC address has changed repeatedly over the period of a month. This suggests to us that something suspicious might be going on with this asset. For example, its network card might be changing repeatedly. This may be perfectly normal, but it might be an indication to you that you want to go track down this asset and find out if anything peculiar is going on. Each time a machine calls in addition to hardware data, the agent also provides software data, providing a list of applications that are installed on each machine. You can use that data to run reports about software that might be authorized or unauthorized on your assets. Let's take a look at the installed software overview. The installed software overview allows you to view applications that are installed on your computers and the number of computers that have each application. Let's say we wanted to determine if any of our machines have LimeWire installed on it, an application which might be banned. I'm going to type LimeWire into the application name search field and click Show Results. It will query the database, and as you can see, some results have been returned. If I drill down, I can see that LimeWire is installed on 2 computers. When I click List Computers, it shows me the 2 machines. One of them is a training machine, so that might be acceptable, but as we can see, Patrick's machine also has LimeWire installed on it, and that's probably a prohibited application in your institution. You can further drill down, find out where the machine is, and let Patrick know that he's got to uninstall the application. In addition to viewing reports on your assets, you can also configure alerts. Alerts allow you to receive messages when certain conditions have been met. Let's create an alert. I'm going to click Administration to take me to the Administration menu, and I'm going to click Create and Edit Alert. If I take a look at the Select a Field drop-down, we can see the large number of data points that are available for alerts. You can receive an alert if a PC make for an ESN has changed, or a username for an ESN has changed. You can receive an alert if a warranty end date is approaching, or if an IP address has changed. Let's set up an alert on a program name, imagining that you want to receive an alert if LimeWire is installed on one of your machines. I can select the program name field, I can select a rule contains, and I can enter the value lime. When this alert is configured, you'll receive a message whenever one of your machines performs an agent call that has LimeWire installed.